While liberals scream to shut down Doge investigations, we are finding you have been paying to line these blowhards' pockets.
Such as $311 billion from the Federal Education Department.
While liberals and rhinos are panicking, and Nancy Pelosi types are flopping around like a fish in the boat after being caught trillions in dollars of fraudulent money.
Check this out. The Pentagon racks up $35 trillion in accounting changes in 1 year. The money is double or triple counted as it moves between accounts. That means the Pentagon itself is fraudulently using your money and you don't know where it's going. Remember Donald Rumsfeld 20 years ago or more said, hey, guess what? We lost $2 trillion and we can't tell you where it went. Hey, well, check this out. This will make you feel great. The GAO investigations also found that over 71,000 stimulus checks, remember those, were sent by the Obama administration to people who were already dead. And you know what? They were reported to them as already dead. I wonder who got those checks. Well, guess what? Because of the fraud going on in Medicare, it is estimated that the fund will be depleted by 2036, and you would be only able to receive about 89% of its cost. Look at this. The Social Security Board of Trustees projects that the Oasis Trust Fund will become insolvent in 2033. Wow, thanks liberals and rhinos. You've done a great job stealing our money. Holy guacamole, take a look at this. Programs reporting the largest percentage of government-wide improper payments, meaning fraud, for the year of 2023. Medicare, $51.1 billion of fraudulent payouts. Who's not managing this? Who is benefiting from all this? And Medicaid, $50 billion in fraudulent payouts. Federal pandemic unemployment assistance. Who knows what that really was? $43 billion, almost $44 billion wasted. And take a look at the rest here for Paycheck Protection Program, probably for federal workers and stuff. Billions and billions and billions of dollars. Well, we've all heard the rumors about the Department of Defense and wasting money. And it says that they regularly buy parts and equipment it doesn't need because it can't keep track of the parts and equipment it already owns. We've all heard stories about paying $10,000 for a wrench and stuff like that. Well, we're finding out that they pay up to $1,000 for a paper clip. This is where your money on the scale of trillions of dollars is being funneled into somebody else's pockets, and it's getting cut off. And the liberals are screaming on TV. So far, the accounting has racked up $35 trillion of mystery money, which has disappeared, buried in government wasteful spending, i.e. placed there fraud, lining the pockets of people doing bad things. This is what I always say to everyone in code language. Look and see who owns or who is in charge, who is running these companies, and if they're even located within the United States. And then you can narrow down possibly who's running the country and who's been running the fraud and stealing the money out of your pocket. Just as the U.S. Air Force and the Department of Defense, there is a special group of people who have taken over it. And the wasteful spending that they're taking out of your taxpayer pockets and the lifestyle that you could be having in America, the dream that we all want. We can see things like a soap dispensers costing $149,000 for a possible plastic soap dispenser in certain aircraft for the military. Where does the money really go? It's going somewhere. And it's not going to us. Well, we know that the Department of Defense has pretty much been hijacked by Ben Shapiro's favorite country, and we now are finding that over $21 trillion in unsupported account adjustments were found in the Department of Defense alone far exceeding the entire annual U.S. GDP. The Pentagon later admitted that its accounting systems were too outdated to track the funds properly. Oh boy, isn't that... Imagine if you told the illegal money collection system that your system was too outdated to keep track of things. Do you think they would allow that? But yet when it comes to your money, it sounds like a whole mafia sub-shuffle of things going on, because that's what it is. Well, for the same types of coffee makers you might be able to go to Walmart and buy for $26, it looks like the DOD has had certain departments spend $7,600 for a coffee maker designed for certain aircraft. Wow. Do you really think you need coffee at that high a level? Would you approve of a $7,600 coffee maker for these airplanes? Probably it cost about $17 to manufacture. Let's say it cost $100. Well, I'm sure someone will want to come along and educate us on the science of coffee maker manufacture for planes, but let's throw this out there to get a good idea of how that's probably not true. The Pentagon continued to fund a $2 billion satellite program for years after it had been canceled. Contracts kept rolling, highlighting severe mismanagement in procedure process. In fact, we will learn that some of the projects had been canceled or never went to the funds or building of anything in the Middle East, and yet they kept the contract running. Where did all the money go, and who collected it for doing nothing? Oh, well, here's a good example of where it went. The Pentagon spent millions on constructing buildings in Afghanistan that were never used or were built in areas where they served no purpose. I wonder who got those buildings now, and who got their pockets lined from selling them. Of course, all of us would like to spend $300,000 on camouflage that doesn't even work. So here's just one example of how the fraud and scams have been going on to line private people, congressmen, possibly senators, judges, whoever's involved in all of this. $1.3 billion healthcare fraud scheme just in 2016. So this man, an owner of more than 20 assisted living facilities, was involved in a scheme that resulted in over 1.3, not million, billion in fraudulent claims to Medicare and Medicaid. He was convicted for receiving kickbacks and bribes. From who? Kickbacks and bribes. Where's all this? Who's causing all this to happen? Who's involved in it? He was the fall guy, but someone else, big and high up, someone in the legal system, someone in the policing system, and somebody in politics, you better bet, was involved in all of this.
While liberals scream to shut down Doge investigations, we are finding you have been paying to line these blowhards' pockets. And Nancy Pelosi types are flopping around like a fish in the boat after being caught trillions in dollars of fraudulent money is being cut off from funding behaviors that has caused your life to be exponentially more expensive. I'm putting up this quick video to let you know we have an AI system like a war room computer that can help you predict what's going on and show you what steps to take to bring your business to the next level. All this is based off of courses and coaching programs, normally costing $25,000 or $100,000, and will take you 6 months or more to complete. You can get the answers you're looking for in minutes, and time is the most valuable thing we have and want more of. So if you're a serious business person or entrepreneur wants to take their life and business to the next level, check out the link in the description below. There will be able to see an example of how quickly you can get some answers on what to do now. Is the time, don't wait till something else changes.
The clock is ticking. Every second that passes is one you'll never get back. Use your time wisely. Work hard, love deeply, and live intentionally. Make every moment count.